Today we want to talk about fighting clean in your marriage. So the one time, Nick and myself got invited to a Christmas lunch at people's house that we don't really know. And so we went through, took the kids with, and it was very la-di-da, very nice. There was lots of food, lots of people there. And while we were having fun outside, our youngest son at the time, Tristan, decided he is going to unwrap these people's Christmas presents under the tree. So
Every one of them.
every single one.
Unwrapped the little ornaments, the little presents. He threw one of them had given each other a Rolex watch. The Rolex watch was laying spread out on the carpet floor when we walked in.
Very bad. So he unwrapped every single present. And so what happened was as well, now we heard about this, now we're having an argument as a couple at these people's house that we don't know. And we're now dishing up at the food, and we are fighting under our breath, saying mean things, like, no, you can't, you shut up, you shut up.
Yeah.
How's it? Like you shut up, you shut up. So what happened is we decided we're going to leave because we just got to the point where we couldn't anymore because we just wanted to get each other. And so the host offered us a peppermint tart to take home as patkos.
Animal tart, half a peppermint tart, half milk tart.
It smelled divine. So we were in the car and we drove off steaming and fuming, and so by the time we got onto the highway, something was said in the car, and the next moment World War III erupted inside a little 1400 Golf. Food was thrown, peppermint tart was thrown from one side of the car to the other side of the car, and a full-on food fight bursted out in that small little car, to the point where I'm driving, and as I'm driving, I'm trying to get hold of crumbs so I can throw it back at Nikki. And the whole car was covered in peppermint tart. The roof, the windows, the doors, we were covered. And the kids were sitting at the back like they're watching a tennis match. Because 1, 2, 3, it was hilarious. Now we're looking back at it. But at the time, we were fuming. And we felt like such idiots. When we got home and we opened the door. And we stayed in a complex. We opened the door and the tart was falling off the door onto the floor. That was hectic.
It's not like you want to spill tarts in your car because it's cream.
Wow.
And
yeah.
so it goes sour. So not wise. And I mean, these poor kids, their Christmas presents were covered in tart. They were sitting there and they were just watching us throw this tart.
15 love.
Anyway, me and Gibbons haven't always fought clean. And we've caused a lot of damage in our marriage by not really sorting out our conflict properly. And so that's something we just want to discuss with you. One of the things that's very important is that you are willing to compromise and negotiate. So when you go into conflicts and you have conflict with one another, you need to be willing to see it from your partner's eyes, or try and put yourself in their shoes and be willing to change. So it's not my way or the highway, it's a compromise. Also, another thing is cooling off periods. So that's one thing I never did allow in our marriage, was for devil to cool down. We just carry on poking the bear. So if I wanted to sort something out, I wanted to sort it out right now. We're gonna sort this thing out, because I don't mind confrontation. Devs doesn't like it, but my dad always said to me, you need to be a lawyer, Nicoline, because my mouth, and I want to sort things out. So I wouldn't give him that time, and I'd prod, and then obviously the result you get is not good. So that's one thing. Allow your partner to cool off. If you can see they're not ready and they need to cool down, just allow for that gap.
Another big one is also stick to the point. So if we're arguing about something, or if there's a discussion about something, stick to that specific point. Because sometimes we tend to chase rabbits down a rabbit trail, and it leads to a whole different argument, a whole different fight. And so something small could have been sorted out, but now it's a massive molehill because we've allowed to go down to areas we shouldn't have. Another one is also take the emotion out of the fight. So don't get emotional when we fight, because if we look back at the facts, then we could also understand where our partner could be coming from. Because we tend to get emotional, and it's my point, and I'm angry. Now I want to get at you, and I want to get my point across. The thing is, take the emotion out. And don't use words such as you always will or you never, because those words are deadly little words to use. Deadly.
Also, don't hit vulnerable areas. So, we know vulnerable things about our spouse and we know it hurts. And they've shared things with us that they possibly haven't shared with anybody else. So you know their weak spaces. Don't hit those places when you're in a fight. If you want to ruin the trust, you do something like that, because then your spouse is not going to be so quick to open up to you in the next round. So rather don't hit the vulnerable spaces.
That's not a piñata that's going to be good sweets. It's going to, if you hit that piñata, it's going to be bad stuff coming out there. Another one is don't label your spouse. So if you're in an argument, don't say you're an idiot or you're a washout or you're dumb as rocks, because that is not what God said we should do. We should be edifying, encouraging, and uplifting our partner, not breaking them down and labeling them, because that's not what God said.
A good thing to also do is feedback. So what you should do, if it's very heated and there's lots of emotion, is to maybe say, okay, dear Walt, what I've heard you say now is that you are bored and you want to go ride your bike more. Is that right? And then get your spouse to repeat the words that you are saying. So that's often good, because then there's feedback. So I'm hearing this. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying? And allow them that space to give you feedback.
Another one is, once we've had the discussion, then let's implement the changes that we agreed upon. There's no point in having the arguments and having the discussions if we're not going to implement what was learned from that ordeal.
Sometimes you can't agree with one another. And in that case, I think agree to disagree, but also pray. Pray with each other and ask God to help the two of you, bring His presence into the situation so that you can get some kind of way forward from that place. Another thing is the children. If you fight in front of your children and it gets really ugly, it's really important that you call them back and say, we were excessive, forgive us, this is not the way you fight, we did this wrong, just so that they can learn that isn't necessarily the right way. If you do mess up and you do those things in front of them, it's preferably obviously better not to, but it's also then very important that your children see that you are reconciled, that you forgave one another, that you moved on from the fight, because then they can learn that yes, you can have conflict when you grow up or even now in your daily lives, but this is how we work through it, and this is how we forgive, and this behavior was right and that behavior was wrong. So they need to know that, because more is caught than taught.
That's very true. And another funny little one is, don't fight when you've been drinking. And also no violence.
Yeah.
It's not good for marriage. Ask me, I know.
Yeah. No violence, no
There's
drinking.
some dick rolls when you're under the influence of a different spirit. But
Yeah,
anyway.
it's not a good idea. So the verse that we thought was quite good for this was Proverbs 15 verses 1, and it says, a gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. And I remember once having a fight with Devs, and we were in the heat of an argument. We were on the way to family, we were in the car, and we were shouting and screaming at one another, and I just felt the Lord say to me, tell him you love him, like in the midst of the argument. And now guys, that's not something I would normally do. Devil knows. We're gonna fight this thing out, and you're wrong, because he's always wrong,
Don't label.
So his fault. And so I said to him, I love you, and it just absolutely deflected the anger immediately. The fight just dissipated, and Gerald actually got tears in his eyes, because it really was something he needed to hear at that time, and God did something so powerfully through it. So let's respond, let's not react, and let's try to be gentle, because if we do, we're going to deflect the anger, and our fights can be constructive. Good things can come out of them. Sometimes we fight because there are areas that need to be dealt with.
You will never not have arguments as a marriage couple. You will never. The thing is, just do not leave your partner in a fire. Don't leave them behind. Work together and move together. And fight clean.
Cool.
Enjoy. Cheers.